Welcome to this edition of Diaspora Central. I am Gil Ingles, and with me today in the studio, yes, in person, this is Mr. Drummer Man, Mr. Percussionist, Mr. Singer, Mr. Babatunde. Diaspora stand up because Nigeria, and I'm talking about serious drumming here, is now in the building. Babatunde, welcome to Diaspora Central.
That was real cool. I was gonna wait for the chair. Applause.
That's a great welcome. You know why? Because you deserve that kind of a welcome, man. You stay busy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So how have you been?
Been good. Good.
Yeah. Busy.
Well, I mean, busy. You know, you can't be in America.
Okay.
And be in America and not be busy, you know what I mean? Even if you're not busy, you're busy.
Right.
You know
well,
what I mean?
That's what I call part of the diaspora culture, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, in America we tend to have our own culture. We do entertainment, we got full-time jobs and family and businesses back home and everything, right? The part of the diaspora culture is to make sure that you're busy enough to be able to provide a decent lifestyle for the family.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
You got it.
Yeah. Now, you are originally from Nigeria.
Yes, I am originally from Nigeria.
Niger
boy. Namibi that.
Yeah, what city?
Well, I mean, I grew up in Ibadan. Mm-hmm. That's about an hour away from Lagos.
Okay.
But I'm from Ogun State.
Okay.
I'm Ijebu.
Okay.
Do you want me to go on?
Yes, sir.
Give you more details?
We need details. We got you here today. You're one of the cultural encyclopedias. We squeezing everything out of you today.
I'm proud of where I'm from. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm 100% Ijebu. That means my father is Ijebu, my mother is Ijebu. If I'm Ogun State, from the southwestern part of the country. Mm-hmm. Very close to Lagos, Oyo State and all that.
Yeah. So what language do you speak primarily?
It's the Ijebu.
Ijebu-remoi.
That means I'm Ijebu. I just told you.
Oh, that means you are Ijebu. Okay. Ijebu-remoi.
You're doing good.
And you speak Ijebu. Yeah,
You're doing good, man.
We're gonna get this lingo thing. By the time we leave this interview, I'll be Ijebu-remoi. Yeah. Now, any similarities between, I guess, the Ijebu dialect and Yoruba or Igbo?
Well, the Ijebus are Yoruba.
Okay, the Ijebus are Yoruba.
Yes, so the Yoruba have different dialects and different languages. Mm-hmm. There's Ijebu, there's Ijesha, and there's many other languages or dialects that are spoken. Yeah. It's totally different from the Igbo.
Got you.
Yeah,
right.
Igbo dialect. So
Ijebus are basically part of the Yoruba tribe.
Yoruba,
still.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay,
correct.
or the Yoruba kingdom, we should say,
Yoruba,
right? Maybe Yoruba.
There are different kingdoms in the Yoruba tribe, so I wouldn't say the Yoruba.
So
kingdom.
we would say the Yoruba tribe with different kingdoms.
Different kingdoms.
Okay,
correct, yes.
Got you. Okay. Got you. Wow. Man, just learned something.
Yeah, you just learned something. Yeah, you have to sing that in, right?
That's the most well.
You need a water break.
one of the most populated countries in the world, man, and always has something new, and I like learning that kind of stuff because now it gets me thinking. But you are a man who ends up in a cultural environment, and somehow you become this great curator that the diaspora knows.
I like that. I like big words like that, curator.
Well, that's what you are. See,
I'm just
because a playing musician is just someone that makes music. Mm-hmm. Now, when you actually take culture, and not only you cultivate, but you curate it, you bring an essence of authenticity to African culture in this city that very few people do. I know a few names in America that do that, and if I was to call Isaac Nkumu Katalai or Machine Kemarsh a curator, or if I was to call Leitown from Angola, Nkumu is from Congo. Leitown is from Angola. He's also another curator. He does actually statues and creates choreographies, music. That stuff doesn't just come. You can't make that stuff up. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, you can't perpetrate that. You can't act like it.
Mm-hmm.
You either really are and live it,
Or not.
or you're not. And in all honesty, the ones who live it, you guys have an aura of your own that it's like you can look at the person and be like, yeah, that's one of them.
Oh, thank you. I mean, thank you for recognizing that. It takes one to know one. You're
Right. Thank you.
You're curator too. You identify.
Thank you, sir.
The good stuff. So
I simply recognize. I simply recognize and I appreciate culture. I really do. I get excited about this kind of stuff. I don't know why. I really don't.
Because Africa is in you. I mean, you should be excited. I
Yeah.
mean, everyone that is from Africa, from any part of the world, should be excited about their culture, where they're from. Indeed. And, it doesn't mean that they should not mingle or should learn about different culture.
Right.
But, they should, be excited about, where they're from. I mean, if an American walks on the street of anywhere in the world, especially when they get in trouble, what's the first thing they say?
Right.
I'm American. I'm an American citizen. That's the first. They're very proud of where they're from.
Exactly.
So we should also be proud of where we're from.
No, quite true, man. Quite true. And talking about that, how old were you when you got to the United States?
Man, you now have people trying to figure out how my age right now.
No, we can talk age because I know we can. You know that after 35 you earned.
Yeah. But you guess what? There's some strongholds, there's some culture that you learn that you have to unlearn.
Really?
African men,
right? And
Africans generally do not like to give out
their age.
The age, just like people keep it in
quite
mystery.
True. Yeah.
Okay. So that's why. So I'm still see in every culture there are some good ones that you hold on to, and there's some ones that you kind of gradually let go. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, oh yeah, I'm you
fully you still
it's still
to the core.
It's still
certain
like,
things
like respect, like age difference, like you don't look your older ones in the eye. I don't know what it's like in Angola.
Now in Angola, actually, when they speaking to you better look them in the eye, because if you don't, it's like almost like you disrespect them.
You see, that's a different thing.
Yeah, but if you're being reprehended, right? But if you're being reprehended, then you don't look them in the eye. You look down.
Okay, you
look
down.
To
I mean, they're very similar to my culture too. You don't. If an older person reprimanding you, like you don't look, you can't look down because you should be sober and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back to your question. I'm not trying to deflect.
No, I totally understand. Yeah. So let's then rephrase the question so that we keep that understanding of respect to certain cultural values, right?
Let's keep it mysterious.
Yeah, indeed. So how long have you been in America?
I've been in America. I remember that I landed December 27th or 28th, 2013.
Okay.
So
and what was your port of entry? Was it Houston?
Houston was my point of entry, and Houston has been home. The moment I stepped foot in Houston, I was like, this is home.
Yeah.
And Houston is home. I had a chance, and I had an opportunity to move to California. Just about when I just got here to Houston. I was like, nah, let me spend some time here in Houston and maybe move to California later on. But Houston is home.
I'll be very honest with you. I am the guy who had coined Silver Spring in Maryland, the capital of the diaspora. And until I really got to know Houston. Now, in all honesty, I believe that Houston is the capital of the diaspora. Yeah, because you gracious, you run into, man, I ran into people here that I never ran into in Washington, and I lived in Washington for quite some time, for more than 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so if they are in Washington, I would know, right? But here in Houston, in a very short amount of time, I have discovered so many other cultures that, oh wow, it's amazing and interesting, and exciting, man. Very, very exciting. Now, were you already I guess not even that you were already. Do you already come from a performing or a cultural family?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My father is very musical. My family generally is musical.
Yeah. What was dad's name?
My dad?
Yeah.
My dad's name was Olumuyiwa.
Okay, Olumuyiwa.
Olumuyiwa.
Yeah.
I mean, God has given this or brought this. Yeah.
Okay.
Olumuyiwa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my father exposed us to music. He loved music.
Gotcha.
He encouraged us to learn instrument, the piano, the keyboard, and all sorts of musical instrument.
Right.
So I've been exposed to. Generally, the culture is a very musical culture. You know, when you think of a talking drum, the gong, the dun-dun, and all that, the sakara and all that. So things like that, it just keep you just going. The language itself is rhythmic. You know?
Right. Indeed. Indeed.
So.
Now, so did the father also play an instrument?
It did not.
Oh, he did not.
I'm sure that's part of one of his biggest regrets.
Yeah,
it did not. But he tried to encourage everybody what he wants to do it. Sometimes looks at my videos, my performances, and it goes, "Wow, that's good singing, but what you can add is some movement. Your stage presence is not really good enough. You need to do better."
So he even gave a critique. Right.
It does beautifully.
Positive empowerment.
Very positive.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a good thing. And what about mom?
Mom too. Yeah. Mom was a party person. Oh gosh, my mom.
Yeah.
She loves partying.
Indeed.
And music, and she would dance, and she was like the life of the party.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I remember.
What's mom's name?
My mom's name was Iyabode.
Iyabode.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. And what does that mean?
Iyabo, that means mother has arrived.
Mother has arrived.
Yes.
Yeah, and definitely represented. Because how many siblings?
Seven siblings.
7. Oh yeah.
I'm a third of 8.
You are third of 8. And that's definitely a mother. Yeah. To go through it 8 times is definitely a mother. Definitely, indeed. Yeah, man. So that, of course, major influence. Yeah. Into getting you into music and culture. And what about school?
Yeah, school and the environment. School was just school, you know, but there was a lot of singing.
Gotcha.
I remember, quite frankly, in a paper I was writing for my master's, and we were talking about how culture is, what culture has to do, what's culture got to do with it. I remember that's the title of the paper. Go. I remember.
Yeah, Tina Turner, what love got to do with it, and Babatunde, what culture got to do with it.
What's culture got to do with it? I was remember that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Learning, and also learning styles. I also remember learning styles. So my learning style was not the. I was more of a visual learner. I didn't like auditory learning.
Gotcha.
I didn't just get it.
Yeah.
It took me time. Anyway, so I got it quite good when a teacher was talking about agriculture, and he came to sing about agriculture.
Okay.
And I just got it. I just got it. So music was
rhythmic. Anything that you hear with rhythm, you stick.
And with pictures, will most likely stick over something.
Just being said
by listening to something. After I go back to listen to it.
Yeah.
So anyway, so music has been, and drama. I remember my primary school. What do we call it? Elementary school.
Yeah. Elementary school. Yeah. Primary. Yeah. Same thing.
It's primary. In primary school, we were encouraged to do drama.
Yeah.
I remember I acted as a prince in one of the plays. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
And. So music was introduced. Our teachers would infuse music,
Got you.
We had one for the teachers, check our moods, say, hey, these kids are just like, okay, the attention is just fading away. Okay, let me do some music to wake us up a little bit, and
Yeah. And any one specific teacher from back then that kind of marked you?
I remember, that unfortunately I do not remember his name, but I remember his face. I know that it wasn't the teacher. He was just walking by that day.
Yeah. And
he sang a song. I can't remember the song.
Yeah.
I think I remember the song.
Can you do the melody?
Ya seni duka, ya seni obangiri, ya seni Alaya Seniduka. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the song. I don't even know what it means. I think it's Hausa.
Yeah.
Obangiji, that means, I don't know, God or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it was very influential. I was excited. I was like, wow, this is life. This is the life,
Wow. So that right there was the moment where you knew that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The
moments.
seed,
one of the moments.
Where today, one of the moments that today you would perceive as one of the seeds that definitely.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, I totally.
Wow.
Yeah. I would absolutely.
Yeah.
I have to say that, and I agree with that.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're going to take our first break, and we got to go into some of your content to show people what that seed is now created as a full-grown plant that is also now giving seeds to others. So let's take our break, and we'll be right back. And this is Diaspora Central with Babatunde in the studio. We'll be right back.
Yeppa, you've been wanting shit about you. Latagumba Begele. Latagumba Begele. Latagumba Begele. Niro Baja Sile. Lọ́mọ bàjá sọnù. Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o, ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o, ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o rẹpẹtẹ. Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o, ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o, ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o rẹpẹtẹ.
And we are back. If you have just tuned in, you now join Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles and my guest today, Babatunde, the culture curator, the musician, the songwriter, the storyteller.
Oh my God.
Houston's finest.
Oh yeah.
Nigeria is in the building. Babatunde,
you're hired.
I always do. I get excited. I get excited when I see you. You know why?
Tell me.
Because I don't know if it is the fact that the first time we met, right after we met at the end of our conversation, we did a song together and just kind of vibed and man, it just
I mean, when you meet people you should vibe with, you just know. You just
it's natural, right?
It's natural.
Okay,
it's like, oh God, where have you been all my life?
Thank you. And that's kind of like what I felt, man. I say that a lot to Debo. I say, Debo, in regards to the Pan-African Library, I say, dude, I wish I had known this place as soon as I got to Houston. And actually, when he opened it, I was already here. But I didn't know about it until a little bit after. But I wish I had known, like, right off the gate, because in all honesty, man, it's
what you're doing
it's a
good.
Jam.
You're doing good, right? You're doing good. You're part of it. Like you behave like you're like part owner of the place.
Said institute, man. It's part of this. It's the soul, in my opinion, of the African community.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, the good thing is that I was talking to Debo like 2 days ago, a few days ago, and I was like, oh wow, I like.
Yeah,
Gil's. This is my guy. It makes life easier. I remember the last event,
right?
And you you got there and just made everything sound better. I was like, oh, good. This guy is a keeper.
Just add value, brother. That's my belief. Is really to add value to what we do, because if we don't do it for ourselves, who will?
True.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, that is what every human being should do. Should be able to add value.
And that's always my approach. But thank you for that compliment, man. Because I was trying to compliment you on the gift of music that you give, and whenever I see you, I automatically know that I'm gonna get something that is rhythmically is gonna make me feel something, right?
I try, man. I try.
You always teach me something like the shakara. That beat is like, oh man, it's crazy. So at what point do you realize that music is definitely the passion that you are to pursue for life?
When I think I had an inclination when I was about to graduate from high school. I knew that, I was just singing all over, and in the house. Then I moved on to another city, and then I got to college and I joined the choir and I was singing. But later on, I just discovered that music is just a sweet burden. I just love writing music and just doing music. But it hit me. I can't remember the year right now. I know I have to think about it. But it hit me the day I wrote my song. Not the first thing I wrote, but I wrote a song, and I called a friend of mine. I was like, "Hey, listen to this song," and it played the keyboard, and it interpreted the song beautifully well.
Right.
I was like, "Okay, all right, let's go," and I sang the song at a gathering, and I received a standing ovation. I was like, little old me singing this little song. I was like, this is it.
So this,
why not just try one more time?
Right.
Why not just beautiful way? So that's it. The funny thing is that the world is waiting.
Indeed.
The world is always waiting.
Yeah.
So why don't you just make yourself available and let's see what happens.
Yeah. Basically, just give on back the same energy that God put in onto you.
That's it.
Yeah, and share with the world.
That's it.
And you are multi-instrumentalist.
Well, I mean, all the accolades I'm receiving right now, people might the real superstars will be feeling like, oh gosh, this guy's never good enough. I play a little bit of guitar. I sing.
Well,
I play the shakere.
Yeah.
And that's me basically it. If you want me to play a little bit of the percussion, I can just show me what to do and I do it, but not as proficiently as people that do professionally.
But you know what someone once said, right? And a lot of times we use Michael Jackson as a plain example. A man who shared so much music and didn't proficiently play a specific instrument, right? But he could translate what he felt into
exactly
a sonic sound that he could give to someone else as a reference to create right?
Yes.
And
his expression.
and being in tune with that ability, or having that ability to translate that feeling into a sonic sound, is, in all honesty, where the godly essence is.
Correct.
Right? Because that's what makes us feel good. And you do have that. Because I remember at the last event that said Pan-African Library, Jennifer, the
chef?
Yes, the chef.
Oh, yeah.
When you played one of your songs, she straight up shut everything down. She was into that song at 100. She was like, I need to meet him.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's good people.
Yeah, I believe you gained a fan for life right there.
Good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gained a fan for life. She definitely, she was like, oh yeah, this dude is real. It was at the comedy show.
Yeah, it was
at the comedy show,
yeah.
right? A very good event. The fundraiser for the school in Kenya,
yeah.
right? Yeah, in Kenya, right? So, and participating in that kind of event that Africa needs, community fundraising, community creating events that actually the diaspora sometimes even gets, how can I say? I don't want to say outcast, right? They just don't get counted on. Right? Because at one point, the perspective that a lot of people in the continent really had was that, okay, when the diaspora shows up, they're showing up to show off.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Right. To a certain degree.
I'm just
right?
kidding.
But for the essence of purpose, we do a lot more than that, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
Yes,
we do a lot more than that. And right now, we are at the highest capital capacity point ever in the history of the diaspora. We have never had as much money as the diaspora has right now. Never, historically. Right. So we should be doing a lot more of those kind of things.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with you, because giving back is a fantastic thing. I mean, when I heard about the concept and the idea, I was blown away, and I was like, consider me in. I mean, I'm just in. I'll do all I can to be part of this fantastic dream and idea.
Right.
You know, so that's the least we should do.
Indeed. Yeah.
You know?
No, definitely. Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
just show up.
Yeah.
You know.
That's it. Yeah, it's really
Show up and not show off, right?
Yeah, show up, not show off. Yeah, but you know, it's an African thing to show off. It's not even a racial thing at all. It's really an African cultural thing. I mean, come on, look at Elon Musk. The first opportunity this man had to send a Tesla to space, he did not hesitate.
He showed off.
Yeah.
It's African.
Hey, it's an African thing, man.
Yeah.
We it's natural. We trash talkers. It's part of our nature.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody gotta have an app on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now the good thing about all this though is that now we're learning actually to work together and to unite and understand that, you know what, okay, show off time is game time. We just trash talk, and when it's work time, we also able to put that trash talk to the side and really focus on real work and get real work done. And that's why initiatives such as the said Pan-African Library, that school fundraiser, and all other initiatives that they support have been great and successful, because we have been able to actually discard all the nonsense and focus on the essence of what we're here for.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, by getting back into your music.
All right.
That song that you wrote that you sent your friend, the one song that after you sang gave you the standing ovation. Yeah. Do you remember a bit of it?
I remember a bit of it. Gosh,
you remember all of it?
Come on, don't insult me, man. I remember all of it.
Yeah. Can you give me?
By the way, I wrote that song when I was traveling on the bus. You know.
Yeah.
From my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Lagos.
Okay.
So I can never forget.
Okay, so give us the background story on the song, and then give us just a little bit of that song. Yeah.
All right, so I'll sing the hook, okay? But the song is about not giving up, okay? The song is mainly my language.
Okay.
And it goes, be wanting soleko ile, you better give yourself some brainy, oh. Sojiko, wake up, go move on. Be wanting soleko ile, you better give yourself some brainy, oh. Sojiko, wake up, go move on. I mean, that's just a summary of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we're talking about. That's the Diaspora Central first right here. Babatunde is showing us what his first one standing ovation song was. Man.
It was a good experience. The song basically about you not giving up. It's so there's a say, give yourself some brain. That means awaken your mental state.
Okay.
Speak to yourself.
Yeah. Now, was there at that point in your life where you going through something that probably made you?
Yes. Because I'm a very.
Is it something that you can share?
Well, I mean, a lot. I'm an introvert.
Okay.
So I'm made an introvert. I can be an extrovert when I have to be.
Right.
Based on necessity.
Yeah.
But I'm an introvert, and we introverts tend to internalize things.
Right.
We internalize and we overanalyze things. And I was at the point I was like, of making the next decision of my life.
Right.
Or what should I do next? Should I, pursue more music? Should I go into this career and all that? And it got to a point where I was, it was weighing me down, and I needed something to awaken me. I was like, well, why don't you look inside? You have this thing, look at stuff with music, So the first line said, "Onti mo fe so ni pe ko ba." So what I'm trying to tell you is that speak to yourself.
Right.
Why are you being depressed?
Yeah.
Why are you feeling sad? Why don't you just wake up and just move on? Soji ko wake up. Soji means wake up. Soji means and wake up means the same thing. So wake up and move on. Just make a next step and just move on. So we are all always at a low point.
Yeah.
Anyone that doesn't have a low point, I try to run away from.
From self.
I try to run from the person that doesn't have a low point because the person is probably not real. They running from self anyway. So that's inspiration. So funny enough, I write most of my songs when I'm really down.
Okay.
Now they're not all sad songs.
Gotcha.
Sometimes when I'm sad, I write happy songs.
Oh wow.
So situations make me write the songs.
Right.
I've been to understand the patterns. Okay, when things are going absolutely right, I kind of not, but I work better under pressure.
Gotcha.
When there's a deadline, when there's something to go, it's a goal to meet. Keep setting the goals. And when I don't set the goals, I don't have anything I'm looking forward to. I kind of relax and just let time pass by.
Yeah.
So. Like next year, right now, I'm planning to do like a huge concert. I've never shared this with you. I'm gonna have to share it with you in person later on. I want to do a concert. Why not?
Yeah.
I was telling a friend of mine, and I was like, let's start small. And he was like, well, remember you told me that 5 years ago.
Yeah, the same. But see, my thing, and not to cut you off, but my thing with this, and no disrespect to the person at all, because everyone has a perspective. My perspective with small has always been one thing. The amount of effort and work that takes to do a small thing is exactly the same amount of effort and work that will take to do a bigger thing.
No respect. I was the one that said, let's start small.
Right.
He was the one that said, my friend was the one that
just go big.
You told me 5 years ago, let's start small. I mean, are you still small-minded?
Yeah.
Let's go big.
Let's go big. It takes the same amount of effort.
Exactly. Yeah. I totally agree with you.
It takes the same amount of effort. It's like that has always been my thing, man. It's I don't know, but it's always been my thing. I always say, okay, start big, but start big. Do a calculated risk assessment so that you're not just starting big, like, okay, let's blow this thing big, and then you don't have control over it. No, go big, right? But with all the controls in place to ensure that it is a successful big thing.
Especially if you have relationship currency to spend.
Yes.
When you have relationship, use
Indeed.
it. I mean,
Indeed.
what are you waiting for? You're gonna
Right.
wait till you die?
Yeah. Well,
And people gather around and cry over you, and that's it. And they have some snacks, some sort of refreshment.
Yeah.
You're dead, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why don't you spend that relationship? You're my friend and my
Indeed.
brother. I can say, hey,
Yeah.
man, I need
Yeah.
help.
Indeed.
I need support, and I talk to other people. I need support.
Yeah.
If you talk to 10 people,
Yeah.
or you're not a bad person,
Yes,
at least
sir.
7 people will probably respond.
No,
Yeah.
that's a legacy. That's a legacy thing right there. That's a legacy building thought right there. You can't wait until D-Day. You just gotta do it, right? Which goes to the essence of your first song. You gotta move on.
Yeah.
Keep on moving on. But we gotta take another break. So let's go into another one of your visuals, because man, our fans love to hear and see what you do. So we'll be right back. This is Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles and our guest today, Babatunde.
I was born to be great, that is who I ought to be. I will climb any mountain, no matter what shape it takes. Inside of me lies the power, inside of me lies the strength to be who I was made to be. I've got the key and I know it. Impossibilities a myth. I will do, I will be. No excuse can hold me back from who I was made to be. There is more to my life than eyes can see. I was made to be the best in everything I do. There is more to my life than eyes can see. I was made to be the best in everything I do. Yeah, bóyá lẹ mọ̀ pé ọ̀tọ̀ láyé yìí. Bóyá lẹ mọ̀ pé ayé mi wà fún yanu. Ẹ máa wò mí bí mo ṣe ń yàn. Ẹ máa wò mí bí mo ṣe ń dẹ̀ mọ́. You've got to shine, but the choice is yours. Stop playing small, there's more to you. Now spread your wings and fly. Do it again and again. There is more to my life than eyes can see. I was made to be the best in everything I do. There is more to my life than eyes can see. I was made to be the best in everything I do. Yeah, I ain't no Superman, but I can do super things, yo. The brand I carry is strong, the goal supersedes your. Passing on, pushing through, my domain is to be rude. I am designed to reign, You've got to shine, but the choice is yours. Stop playing small, there's more to you. Now spread your wings and fly. Do it again and again. Champion,
I am a winner.
yeah.
I am a winner.
Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah.
I am a winner.
Champion,
I am a winner.
born to rule,
I am a
born to
winner.
reign.
I am a winner.
I am a winner.
And we are back. If you have just joined us, you're now tuned into Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles and Babatunde, the multi-instrumentalist, storyteller, songwriter, singer,
Born to
acting.
rule.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'll be
talking about.
back. Do I
Yes,
sound like
sir.
Church nigga, right?
Indeed. Yeah, but definitely one of the greatest performers that the diaspora has to offer.
Well, thank you for the honor.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
brave.
No,
the privilege.
that's and when I say greatest performers is because you actually own the stage, and you perform. You put out the energy, man, and that's what we look for in a performance, because sometimes you can see someone on stage doing something and probably, okay, yeah, he's on stage, he's doing something, but he's not performing, he's not touching you, he's not engaging the audience. You in your own way, it's like musically, man, you just capture people, and that's a great thing. That's a gift. You can't make that stuff up.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Did you at any point in your career suffer of stage fright or anything?
Oh yeah, it happens.
Mhm.
Don't tell anybody,
Yeah.
but it happens every day. It happens every time. I mean,
Yeah.
and people get nervous. That's why
Right.
some performers or singers resort into something else to stimulate that energy. You
Right.
know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah.
going to go into details.
No,
to
I
stimulate energy.
totally understand.
So my stimulant is water and lots of
Gotcha.
soda and
Yeah.
a lot of talking before I start performing. A lot of sincerity. Hey guys, I am nervous, and they go, "No, you're not." Well, yes, I am, and that's it. The moment I say I'm nervous, they go,
Right.
"No, you're not." Yes, I am, and that's it. That's broken.
Right.
the
Yeah.
ice.
Honesty will always
Prevail.
open that
Yeah,
door.
help, yeah.
Yeah. Will
Yeah.
always open that door.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you say that you're nervous, you're really nervous.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes. I mean, unless there are times. I mean, there are very few times where I just go in and start.
Yeah.
But I start. I look at the atmosphere, look at the environment. I go, oh,
Right.
look at all these people.
Yeah.
That's where to be able to sing properly and all that. But once I start to sing one song, two songs, and I get comfortable,
Yeah.
I know the main thing.
Right.
I have fantastic musician friends.
Yeah.
I can go to sleep with knowing that they're behind me.
Yeah.
No,
knowing
once the
that
music is good,
they got their stuff.
once the music is good, I'm just on their wings flying.
Right.
The other one doing the work, the
Yeah.
keyboardist, the guitarist, and all
Right.
that, Sam, Mike, and everybody else that I've been privileged to perform with,
Yeah.
to play with. There are many of them, over my very short span of life.
Right.
Once they set the tone, I just go.
You go with it.
I just go with it, and I've been blessed to do music with very fantastic musicians.
Indeed. Yeah. And now, are there any names, in your opinion, that you feel that you would definitely feel like, on your, let's say, bucket list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any musicians that you feel that you probably need to?
Well, I mean, I have quite a good number. I knew that before, back when I was in Nigeria. I wanted to perform on the same stage with Lagbaja. I don't know if Lagbaja is a renowned African musician.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
In fact, if someone connected me to his monthly show at Mumbaland in Lagos, and I did, and I met him. It was so good. He had to call me back. It was like, come back again.
There you go.
That's like,
Yeah.
okay, good.
So-
I had a chance to meet Cobhams, and I met him. He was going to produce one of my songs, but things didn't work out.
Okay.
I mean, I've had the opportunity to meet Asha once. That was just once.
Yeah.
So it would be good to perform with her and all that.
Yeah.
So, and many other ones in Nigeria. So let's take a step out of Nigeria.
Right.
And let's go to the Benin Republic. And Angela Kidjo is one person I would love to
work with her.
perform with.
Yeah.
John Legend here in the United States because of his style.
Right.
I love Timmy Dakolo, is also Nigerian.
Yeah.
So let's go to Salif Keita. Where's he from now? Mali? I think.
Yeah. Mali.
Yeah. Youssou N'Doh.
Yeah. That's
Senegal.
Yeah.
People like that. Papa Wemba.
Yeah.
I think Papa Wemba is late. Is it right? Yeah.
Papa Wemba, he's away past that, but he was Congo.
Yeah, Congo, Mano Dibango.
Yeah,
I think
Cameroon. He passed away.
He also passed away and all that. I'd love to perform with Hugh Masakela.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's also passed away.
Yuma Sekela, yes,
Yes,
that's South Africa.
It's South Africa.
Right.
So you mentioning those names, you probably kind of figure out my style of music.
No, let me add one name to your list that and this one is still alive. It's Bonga.
Bonga
From
is Angola. Yes.
Yes. Barcelo de Carvalho, Bonga Kwenda. His African name is Bonga Kwenda or Kwenda Bonga. Okay. That guy, he's got something. He's got something, man. 50 years in the industry, and the man is got something. He's still ticking. He's still ticking. 80 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I better get to him.
Yeah. You definitely. That's someone that you definitely wanna get to, and he's also very big into tradition, very big into essence. This guy has performed with all these great names that you have mentioned. He has performed with them. Yeah, Manu Dibango, all of these guys, world music. Of course, there was another lady from Cape Verde. Oh gracious. She passed away also, but and Bana is another guy from Cape Verde too. Probably someone that you also kind of want to listen to. I think you would vibe with them pretty good.
I would also love to perform with Femi Kuti.
Oh yeah,
since there's a chance to perform with Fela, but Fela's music was a huge inspiration. Right. Oh my God, my father had these records and we played every Saturday. And we'll go over and long play, with the vinyl. So it takes, you have to listen to
the 45s or the 90s.
You can't fast forward.
Right.
You just gotta listen.
You gotta listen to
through.
Exactly. But you know what? That's a guy that transcended, really, Africa in such a way that, in all honesty, I think that we Africans underrated his potential at all times.
It's quite unfortunate that when people have to pass away for their music to be appreciated.
Right.
But before he passed away, I think his music was appreciated.
It was.
It was really appreciated. People would come and learn from him and all that.
Right.
And, try to pick his brain and all that. One thing that brought me joy, serious joy, was when I watched a new Netflix movie, The Harder You Fall.
Okay.
And there was a fight scene and they were playing Fela's music.
Right.
Guess what? He sang in Yoruba. He didn't sing in English. He sang in Yoruba. And I was like,
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Right.
I've had people say, oh, why don't you mix your song with, English so that you can cut across? I was like,
to do a crossover, right?
I was like,
hey, staying raw.
My English is not that good in the first place.
Yeah.
So why don't I just sing in the language I'm comfortable with? Music is a universal language. They'll get it.
And if the energy on the song is good, people will get it even without understanding a word you're saying. It's so funny because I'm a big fan of the late Jacob de Varier from Kassav, and I don't even think it mattered to me what that man was singing about. It's just the emotion, the energy behind that lyric as he was departing his mouth to one's ears. It would bypass everything straight into your heart and make you feel a certain way about that music, about that lyric, about that song, about the melody, about everything, man. It's like it's the energy, really. It's the energy. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah. So you got a few in your bucket list. So Bonga, remember that one.
Okay,
right.
Angola.
Angola. I think you need to do something that would also involve Angola, because Bonga plays the dikanza. The dikanza is that bamboo stick with the cuts that you use a smaller stick to go over the grooves of the thing.
You need to take me. We need to travel to Angola together. Just go,
sir.
Just go.
If you and I go to Angola, I don't think we're gonna come back.
You don't think we're gonna come back?
We're not gonna come back.
Okay.
No, because we gonna love that place. So I'm telling you, you and I in places like this, they have to kind of keep you in one place, me in another, because we'll lose sense of time.
There's only one word to find out.
Do it.
Let's go.
My man, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's what I'm always talking about, man. That's why I say if you want to find something else, go do it, and then until you're done it's an impossible thing, right? Yeah. That's funny, man. Yeah, but let's let me touch on something else.
All right.
Yeah. Currently, you of course you planning performances and things of that sort. What about our studio album? Are you?
Yes, I'm planning a studio album, and I think is long overdue. So I think I'm gonna start to. I've started putting all the songs together. The problem I have is selecting the songs that will go into the album. So it could be lots of songs. Yeah. And so,
but that's a good problem to have.
It's a fantastic. It's a beautiful problem.
the real problem is when you want to do an album and you don't
have enough songs. Yeah. So I'm looking at bringing something out sometime next year. The target is April.
Okay.
Sometime before April, springtime next year.
There you go.
Yeah, so I can just get it out there, bring out the album, put up a show.
Right.
Let's enjoy summer.
Yeah.
Just sit back and wait for the invitations for summer.
There you go.
And
because I mean that's around festival times, and that's when the invitations really flow in, and the energy is also right, the sun is right, the breeze is right, new life is right. Oh man, it's definitely that time. Now, currently you have music out there already in digital platforms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, for this new album, are you planning to just do digital platforms, or are you trying to do an actual pressing of either CD or vinyl?
I'll explore all options because I just love hard copy. I'm an old school person, so they say CDs are outdated, but vinyl are fine too. Vinyl is coming. They're coming back. And
they coming back, man. They coming back. They back. Actually, put it this way: the most right now, the most expensive. If you were to buy, I guess, an expensive classic of anything in either vinyl or CD, the value is crazy.
Yeah. And
the value is crazy,
and it's gonna be limited edition. So you know what I mean. So
yes, sir. And it's look, you're already on the right path. Yeah, you're already on the right path. You right on that path. You throw a personal signature on top of that, you have just made that thing timeless and valuable till the end of time. Because gracious, you can't duplicate that. Yeah, can't duplicate that. But let's take another break and kind of check out some more of your content and visuals, and then we'll be back. So we'll be back in about 2 and 2.
All right.
Yes, sir. This is Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles and Babatunde.
If I do, then go talk. If I don't do, then go sit there on the mountain. Wonder for this woman. I make you come and tell story. I make a left, I make a right, I go straight, babe, with always have something to say. I smile, I frown, I get out of there. Always something to say. I talk politics, I don't talk politics, but they will always have something to say. Someone is president, someone is not president. Right? If they win, they will brag. If they lose, they will complain. I don't know what's going on. One thing for sure, I'm gonna live my life according to the will of God. One thing
one thing, you know, is that music is one of my happy places. So sometimes when I'm down, I just, you know, develop a tune in my head, a melody. So, yeah. And so Ken is gonna go before me. He's gonna play the tune already. And it goes like this. Oh. Ken, let me do my own part now. Show off. I do like that. I'll do one more time.
And we are back. If you have just joined us, you are now tuned into Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles and Babatunde right here in the studio, Houston. Fully and well represented Nigeria. Fully and well represented Africa.
Yes, sir.
Fully and well represented Diaspora.
Yes, sir.
Fully and very, very well represented. Babatunde, for me, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to have you,
And,
have a conversation with you, period.
Thank you.
You know, here, there, anywhere.
Thank you, sir. And I'm gonna have to bring you back because of one thing, because we failed our audience. You know what we didn't do?
No, tell me.
We didn't bring any music instruments.
No worries. I mean,
On the next visit, we gotta bring something so that we can do something. You can do something right there live, and I can just enjoy and pitch in where necessary, if necessary.
no problem.
Yeah,
No problem.
because I think that would be definitely something, and especially your specialty instrument. Yeah,
The shakera.
the shakera. You gotta bring that thing, man. It's like
I got you. No, sir.
it's like you know that instrument is a lot of joy, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
I don't understand what is it. The shells?
Yeah, it's the shell. It's the calabash.
Yeah, that brings that joy because
Yeah.
man, as soon as you automatically, it's like you can't stand still, right? You gotta rock to something.
Yeah. And the beads and all
Yeah,
that.
anyone that listens to that thing automatically is ready to start trying to rock into something. Now, on a little bit of a much serious tip, in your opinion, what is it that the diaspora can do to assist and improve the state of African or the diaspora culture here in America?
The first thing the diaspora needs to do is to embrace the culture, to be proud of it, to wear the clothings when they feel like, you know, and to be proud of it. And also to get more information about where they're from. You know, even people that grew up in Africa or in other parts of Africa, they don't know a lot about it. You know, I just learned seriously what the true meaning of my last name is.
Oh, wow.
About a couple of weeks ago. I thought it was something else, but I was like, flabbergasted when I like, I got it all wrong. I've been telling people the wrong meaning all this year. So we need to go back to the roots and just learn this basic truth, information.
Yeah.
And
Study.
they'll be able to study.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to pass across. Study it, get information, and document information. That's part of what we do not really do as Africans very well. We don't document well.
That is the reason why I started this platform here.
Yeah.
It's really to document the history of the diaspora from the lips of those who are actually making it, right? Because it's very sad for us to live through all this excitement and not be able to document it, because it's failed us a lot in the past.
Yeah.
We have lost a lot of how can I say, a lot of wisdom or a lot of know-how. And at times even a lot of possibilities, right? So education is definitely one of the things, and documenting. I'm with you on that.
Yes.
Now, from the perspective of facilitating those of you that actually are curators of culture, or curators, period. What is it that we can do to facilitate?
Well, I mean, you know that we human beings have different personalities. Some people are the creative ones. Some people are the sales ones. Some
Right.
people are the marketing ones. Some people are the organizers. So I think coming together and finding our strong points
Right.
and applying those strong points to execute a certain project or idea will be good.
Right.
I don't know too many creative people that are very good at organizing. There are very few. I mean,
Right.
there are some that
Right.
can do
Right.
their own
Exceptions,
thing.
yeah.
But, you know, I know you,
Yeah.
for instance, right now, I'm going to put it out there. I'm not going to do any project without involving you.
Thank you, sir.
Because you make things happen.
Thank you.
Like talk to people. You have this network. You have this
Thank you.
natural gift of your natural talker.
Thank you.
You know,
See,
you can say, I know this guy is an international person, even if he's
Thank
never
you,
stepped
sir.
out of the shores of Africa. But
Thank you,
he
sir.
has international quality and all that. So like that. So build a team.
Right.
And again, go beyond your comfortable circle of influence.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
transcend it.
Yeah, you're from Angola.
Yeah.
I want to be able to know more about your culture.
Right.
I want, to be able to know how you people think, the food and other things,
Definitely.
and all that. I want to be able to. Jennifer she's from the Congo.
Congo,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
she's from Congo. Yes, she's from Congo Kinshasa.
Yeah, look at the beautiful blend of culture for
Right.
that gathering. There were Kenyans, there were
Yeah.
people from Tanzania. Remember
Yeah,
those
Tanzania, yes.
Tanzania,
Yeah.
Nigeria, and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Angola,
Yeah. Indeed.
just go learn about other people's
Right.
culture.
Yeah. No,
so.
definitely. So then I guess there is definitely a need of an industry.
Synergy.
Yeah, which would create an industry. Because that is something that I've been talking about from the time I've actually been involved in the entertainment thing. And I've always said to my fellow Africans, we need to create our industry. Even during the times in which we were more concerned about, our main purpose was like, oh, you know what, anything pertaining to art, so send for so-and-so from back home, bring him over here, have him perform, and after he performs, ship him back. And then, okay, we go back into our own musicians that every so often get a chance to perform here and there. And I said, okay, this is wrong, because we are not capacitating our own musicians, because when the new guys from overseas get over here, our guys should be able to perform with them or do things with them. Our promoters, our managers, producers, because a lot of times I thought that essence got lost in the process, because many of us always felt like a project is something that they got to do it all themselves, Superman mode, right? It's like, oh, I did it all. I wrote it, I sang it, I produced it, I promoted it, now I get the Grammy. It's just not. There are very few exceptions that would be able to get that. And so your approach, definitely having an industry that actually backs up our creatives, it will definitely help that. I'm pro that also. Yeah. Now, shout out.
Oh wow! I mean, you get me started. I don't know. Shout out to everybody that is doing great things.
Okay.
Especially in the background. You're not forgotten. Just
Thank
keep
you.
doing it.
Yeah.
And ask for help.
Yeah, definitely. Always.
Ask
Yes,
for
sir.
help. I mean,
Yes,
that's
sir.
one thing that people don't get to
Always.
do.
Thank you.
Especially male. But shout out to you, Gil. Okay, you're a fantastic person.
Thank you. To me, it's just the fact that you're here is the biggest shout out.
Let me say it in the language that, in the general language, obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, big one.
Yeah, that's the Portuguese.
Okay,
Obrigado.
the Portuguese. What
Yes,
language
sir.
do you speak? Other language?
I speak Portuguese. I dab with French, Italian,
Okay,
Spanish.
okay, all right.
I'm one of those hybrid kids that ain't. You throw me there, and I'm probably
Okay.
in about 3 months will be.
Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Merci beaucoup. Oh, shout out to you. Shout out to Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles.
Yeah.
A shout out to and everyone that's helped me. You know,
Yeah.
if I start mentioning
The team.
names, some people gotta feel jealous.
Yeah.
So.
No, I totally.
But big shout out to my
totally
family.
understand.
My family. It's,
That was gonna be my question.
my family. Oh gosh,
You a family man.
I'm a big family.
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
What's the main lady's name?
Oh, my wife's name is Shauna.
Okay, so
She's American. She's
shout out to Shauna. Yeah.
Shout out to Shauna. She
Okay,
likes
and-
to be in the background.
Yeah.
But hey, you're
And
on
the
the
children.
spot today.
Yeah, at Diaspora Central you get spotlight because she's deserving. See,
Yeah.
when you make stars shine, you too a star because your light is also being reflected on that star, and she's a star for making your light star.
Yeah.
You're able to do what you do because she's there for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about children? Got any?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Babatunde.
Yes, sir.
It's been a pleasure.
It's
Yeah.
always.
Made me a promise you will be back.
Sure.
Yes,
When?
sir. Anytime.
In an hour?
Anytime. Anytime, sir. Anytime. Listen, and for those of you that joined us today, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to definitely check out what we have put together for you. This is one of Africa's finest here in the diaspora. Definitely taking it back to the roots of true storytelling, true musicianship, to the essence of what African music is supposed to be. So I will only ask you that you continue to support not only his efforts, but the efforts of those that do similar things like him. So until next time, do not forget, if we don't do it for ourselves, nobody else will. You take care of yourselves and each other.